1 minute. Can you? You cannot see the screen now. I'm just sharing. I hope now you can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am, we can see this.
Okay. So module 2 is the basic concept of Keynesian economics. You can say that entire microeconomics में सबसे important module है Keynesian economics. Economics of Keynes. Keynesian मतलब economics of Keynes. John Maynard Keynes. How you remember Alfred Marshall in microeconomics? In macroeconomics, J.M. Keynes is an authority. उसके अलावा there are no other economists who have contributed so much to macroeconomics. So Keynes का जो theory है, that is known as Keynesian economics. The theory of Keynes is known as Keynesian economics. See, he was John Maynard Keynes, 1883 to 1946. He was born in, you know that he was born in Britain. And he is known as father of Keynesian economics. Though he was born in Britain, he became popular by living in US. British government could not accept his ideas. By the time he has left to US, in US, his ideas has been accepted. Then he has given the solution to the world for what? For the Great Depression of 1930. Children, this is a little hardcore economics. You have to listen carefully. 1930, world has seen the Great Depression. You have studied business cycle. This stage, idhar se idhar tak, that is known as depression. Look, this lower portion, this is known as depression. You know that. Then how did he give answer to depression? Why did depression occur in Western countries? Depression has started in USA, and it lasted for 6 years, 1936. Okay. This is your question. Children, whenever you are watching the YouTube channel, click the like button so that I will come to know that you have liked, and put a sincere comment. That will help me to improvise further. So Keynesian theory is known as the theory of effective demand. Look here. Keynesian theory is known as theory of effective demand. Matlab, Keynes has explained his whole theory through the concept of effective demand. The principle of effective demand is the starting point of Keynesian theory. Any student who wants to study about Keynes should know about the term effective demand. According to Keynes, unemployment is due to lack of effective demand. You know that when there was the Great Depression of 1930, which has lasted for almost 6 years, it is very natural for any economist to find out the reason for unemployment. So Keynes has found out that unemployment was very high due to the lack of effective demand. Lack of effective demand. Keynes put forward his theory of income and employment in his book. This book is a world-famous book written by Keynes, General Theory of Employment. Okay? General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money, and this book published in 1936. Even for competitive exam, this question will be asked. Children, give me 1 minute time. So we were explaining that Keynes was explaining, or Keynes has written the world famous book. That book is known as General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money. Through this book, Keynes has given a solution to the Great Depression of 1930s. I told Great Depression has started in 1930 in US. Slowly it has spread to other part of US. So depression has started in US and it has spread not only to the other part of US, it has also spread to Europe. Now you can easily understand this phenomenon because COVID-19 has also created the similar situation. From March 2020 until today, world is having COVID-19 and the Great Depression. We did not reach Great Depression, but economy is in recession. COVID-19 put economy into depression because especially US and the Western country, they have adopted Keynesian theory, due to which today world did not fall into depression. Where are we in the trade cycle movement? Look here, children. When we draw the trade cycle, we are recession. Where is recession? Look here. 1 second. I will just drop this. So this particular
And we can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry, really. Okay, so according to Keynes, unemployment is due to lack of effective demand. You are right. In 1936, Keynes has published the world famous book, General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money. This question will be asked for the banking exams and other type of general knowledge examination. This question will be asked. Who has written the world famous book, General Theory of Employment? Or identify the book written by Keynes, like that question will come. Keynes has criticized the classical theory of employment, which was put forward by J.B. Say. आपने already पढ़ा है J.B. Say's law of market. J.B. Say's law of market is based on classical theory of employment. What was the theory, children? Are you remembering? Supply create its own demand. Supply create its own demand. That is the theory. Okay. The depression has proved that this is wrong. What is the reason? Supply अपने आप demand create करने पर किधर से unemployment हुआ? किधर से? Great Depression has occurred in USA. So this proved that theory of J.B. Say is no longer valid. After 1936, J.M. Keynes' idea through effective demand how to fight depression, it has become world famous. So Keynes has introduced modern theory of employment. Point number 1. Point number 2 is he criticized the classical theory of employment. Children, classical theory of employment was put forward by whom? Classical theory of employment, abhi bola na, that theory was put forward by whom? Okay. So I told you, Keynes says classical theory of employment was given by whom, children? Okay, you have put it in the chat box, right? Okay. J.B. Say, classical theory. Keynes has challenged Say's law of market and he has introduced new theory. That new theory is known as general theory of employment. And he has written the world famous book, okay, of general theory of employment, interest and money. So what did Keynes prove? Supply did not create its own demand. If supply had created its own demand, naturally Great Depression world में आता ही नहीं था. This economist was or is the J.B. Say. Here what are the question? J.B. Say has introduced dash. So you have to say that he has introduced classical theory of employment. That is question number 1. What is question number 2? J.B. Say belongs to which country? J.B. Say belongs to French. He was a French economist. He was belonging to France. What was his theory, children? Supply creates its own demand. Whatever is produced will be automatically demanded. Children, why the pictures are given, you should be able to identify. So, Say was born in which country? Give answer, children. J.B. Say was born in
France.
very good, France. And he has introduced dash theory. J.B. Say has introduced what theory?
Classical economics.
Yes, classical economic. He has given he has introduced rather the concept of classical theory of employment. And he has challenged Say's law. Remember, the Say's law, supply creates its own demand. In the universe, it's a very famous theory which was followed during that period. Correct, classical theory of employment. The world followed classical theory, I told, till 1936. Both सालों के लिए world has followed classical theory of employment. Okay, 1936, world has said goodbye to classical theory because Keynes has proved how classical theory was wrong. Supply cannot create demand always. Classical theory concept of full employment, ये भी आपने पढ़ा है. Classical theories were based on the concept of full employment. Okay. And Keynes proved that. What did Keynes said? Keynesian theory is known as general theory. He deals with all levels of employment. According to Keynes, full employment is a special case. Look here. One minute, children, that this become, I wanted to reduce it. Yes. So we were explaining that Keynes point number 1, Keynes said that full employment is not a possible situation. It's a rare case. So economy में जो normal unemployment है, it is known as unemployment with less than equilibrium. Less than equilibrium. What did J.B. Say said? J.B. Say said that supply is equivalent to demand. So there is equilibrium. Look here. But in this case, Keynes proved that there is no full employment equilibrium. He has given another solution. Classical economists believed in the long run equilibrium, but Keynes believed in the short run equilibrium. This is also very important. Classical economists proved that, or they were believing in long run equilibrium, but Keynesian theory is believing, or it was believed in short run equilibrium. That can be a good question mark for MCQ. Okay. And according to Keynes, there is a very beautiful sentence. According to Keynes, all are dead in the long run. All are dead in the long run. According to Keynes, everybody die in the long run. What is the reality is short run is the reality. So he has given emphasis to short run period. He did not believe in long run. So please go through that. There are two types of employment in economics. What are they? There are two types of employment. What was the first one, children? World में दो type of employment है. So,
classical theory of employment and
Classical
general
concept
theory
of full employment.
perfect. Classical theory of full employment. And classical theory believed that supply creates its own demand. You are right. And second theory was popularized by Keynes. That theory is known as general theory of employment. Okay. And Keynes said that full employment cannot exist as a normal feature. According to say, full employment is a normal situation. How full employment became a normal situation? Suppose in a year 50,000 cycles, 50,000 cycles that has been produced. So according to say that 50,000, there will be demand for 50,000. Okay, so there was always full employment. But Keynes proved that there cannot be always full employment. Economy will be less than full employment. Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are going to start with effective demand. What is effective demand? Look, effective demand is the total demand for goods and services in the economy in a year. Okay. So effective demand is nothing but it is a total demand for goods and services, or it is a total expenditure by the government or by the private. It represents total expenditure incurred on the consumption. According to Keynes, what is effective demand? Effective demand is equivalent to C plus I. C plus I. We know that Y stands for output or income, C stands for consumption, I stands for investment. So according to Keynesian model, income should always be equivalent to consumption expenditure and investment expenditure. Later he proved that Y is equivalent to C plus I. Okay, this was the classical economics model which was supported by Keynes till he found out a new formula. So Y is equivalent to C plus I. आपको याद है हमने किधर पढ़ा? This we have studied in the two-sector model. So Keynesian theory उसने क्या किया? वो लोगों ने किया Y is equivalent to C plus I plus G. Okay, Keynesian theory means this is the formula. C plus I plus G. G stands for what, children? G stands for government. Okay, G stands for government. So Keynes has introduced the new concept, the role of government in the working of the economy. Please go through that. I want answer for two questions. First question is, what is the solution to unemployment according to Keynes? Point number one. Point number two is the question, Y is equivalent to dash in two-sector model. Fataфат answer though.
C plus I.
Yes, Y is equivalent to C plus I. And why there is unemployment in the economy? What is the reason? Why did there was unemployment, children? According to Keynes, there was unemployment because effective demand was less. There was no full employment. There was no full employment, and Keynes has added the role of government in the working of the economy. That is why in the three-sector circular flow, आपने पढ़ा, Y is equivalent to C plus I plus G. That G is given by government, or the G represents government. Now we have to be careful. Effective demand depends upon two factors. One is aggregate demand, other is aggregate supply. Effective demand depends upon two factors I told. One is aggregate demand, other is aggregate supply. Now what is aggregate demand? Okay, aggregate demand is the maximum amount of money which the producers expect. Look here. Aggregate demand is the maximum amount. You will see it little down. The producer is expecting from the sale of the output produced by a particular level of employment. So aggregate demand is nothing but it is a total sale proceeds. Children, what is sale proceeds? Sale proceeds mean income. Income. So aggregate demand is equivalent to maximum sale proceeds to the country or maximum sale proceeds to the society. Aggregate demand is the function and it is scheduled for the sale of share proceeds expected from the sale of output. Same thing they are repeating. Okay. Aggregate demand curve is sloping from left to right. Okay. And children, if somebody is asking you what is aggregate demand, आप क्या बोलेगा? It is the maximum sale proceeds. Output बेचने पर कितना पैसा मिलेगा? That is aggregate demand. Again, I am repeating, आपका पास से पैसा नहीं है. Okay. So then you cannot buy. Aggregate demand is the maximum sale proceeds. Remember, it is not minimum, it is the maximum. And ADF curve will slope from left to right. We are going to draw that. You have to draw, sit with a pencil and a book. Aggregate demand curve is sloping from left to right. Okay. What is the reason? Look here. This is aggregate demand. This is moving upward. That is from left to right. We will draw aggregate demand. Draw along with me. One second, children. Aggregate demand. Who is drawing? अपने आप annoting क्यों करता है? I have to draw there. Yes, children. Aggregate demand. X-axis employment, Y-axis sale proceeds. ये देखो. Aggregate. This is the aggregate demand. You can see here. This is aggregate demand. It is, what is the speciality of aggregate demand, children? It is moving like this. Aggregate demand. And what is this D1, D2 shows? When the demand is D1, what will be the aggregate demand? When the employment is L2, what is the level of aggregate demand? So 1 second, one word somebody is asking, what is aggregate demand? क्या आंसर देगा? Aggregate demand is nothing but maximum sale proceeds. Okay, it is maximum sale proceeds. जितना output ज़्यादा sell करता है, उतना aggregate demand will also increase. Okay, children, how did we draw? It is not a direct upward line. It is starting from origin. You can say D1, D2. We have connected it. It is known as aggregate demand. थोड़ा पढ़ो aggregate demand क्या है करके. एक मिनट. What is aggregate demand? Aggregate demand क्या है children?
The aggregate demand is maximum sale proceeds.
Perfect. मतलब जितना प्रोडक्शन करने पर जितना इनकम मिलेगा, that is known as aggregate demand. And aggregate demand is depending upon the level of employment. जैसा employment बढ़ता है, ऐसा aggregate demand will also increase. जैसा aggregate demand increase होगा, employment will also increase. And आप देखो, aggregate demand हमने x-axis में level of employment mark किया, y-axis में it is the demand function. So ADF, how did we draw, children? This is ADF. Here we have shown one level of employment. Here we have shown another level of employment. Now we are discussing aggregate supply. See the opposite. Dekho. Aggregate supply is the minimum sale proceeds. Aggregate demand was maximum. Aggregate supply is minimum. Okay, why the minimum supply price is required? So that producer को आउटपुट बनाने के लिए एक इंटरेस्ट होगा. आपको मालूम है एवरी प्रोड्यूसर अपना कॉस्ट कवर करने तक ही विल नॉट बी हैविंग द पीस ऑफ माइंड. सो प्रोड्यूसर के लिए एग्रीगेट सप्लाई इज इट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. जो प्रोड्यूस करता है उसका कॉस्ट दैट कॉस्ट शुड बी मिनिमम. वो मिनिमम भी नहीं मिलता है, naturally producer will not continue the production, children. Aggregate demand is the maximum sale proceeds. Aggregate supply is the minimum sale proceeds. And aggregate supply is also known as the cost of production. And remember, aggregate supply is constant in the short run. It is very important. Aggregate supply is constant. It will not change. Level of employment involves certain monetary cost of production, including normal profit, which the producer must cover. So producer को production continue करने के लिए एक ही रास्ता है, that is he has to continue or he has to cover his cost. Please remember that. Hence the certain minimum proceeds which are coming from the sale of output is known as aggregate supply. If this minimum receipt is not received, producer क्या करेगा? Production ही बंद करेगा. So children, aggregate demand was the maximum sale proceeds. Aggregate demand was the maximum sale proceeds. Aggregate supply is the minimum sale proceeds. दोनों opposite है. Aggregate supply is constant in the short run. ये देखो, it's the most powerful diagram in Keynesian theory. ये देखो, you can see here, this is the level of employment. This is the aggregate supply. ये कैसा होता है देखो. This is increasing इधर तक. This point is known as full employment. Be very careful. Full employment के आगे aggregate supply become constant. Look here. So aggregate supply goes on increase. It will reach full employment. उसके बाद it becomes straight line. Draw the diagram. Aggregate supply. Go on increasing till the economy reaches full employment. उसके आगे जाने पर naturally aggregate supply cannot increase. So I am asking you one question. Why the aggregate supply curve is constant after the point F? F के बाद aggregate supply क्यों constant है? Because already there is the full employment. Full employment means supply will not increase. Please remember that. So we discussed 2 points today. What is aggregate demand and what is aggregate supply? Aggregate demand क्या है children? Aggregate demand is the maximum sale proceeds. Aggregate supply is the minimum sale proceeds. Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, children. Thank you, children. I'm just bringing that down. That's creating problem. Aggregate supply slopes upward till the economy reaches full employment. Once the economy reaches full employment, ASF, aggregate supply will become straight line. Look here. it will increase. Either economy reaches full employment, then it becomes straight line. That is the meaning. अभी इसके साथ हमने क्या करेगा? We will be joining or we will be adding, the points to find out equilibrium. What is the equilibrium? According to classical economists, there was always full employment. But Keynes proved that full employment is not there at all. Then what is existing in the economy? Okay, that is what we are going to discuss. Children, I will just, the Keynesian theory is a big one. It is not over. We will continue it in the next class. Again, I'm telling you, whenever you watch a TV or watch a video, please click the like button. Okay, children, that is more important. I'm going to share the attendance. Bye, children.